Hey, what's going on? It's Low for Low Nose Tech, and just recently I did a review of the Coda Music MB-1 mic booster for ribbon microphones and dynamic microphones like the Shure SM7B. And for $69, I came away thoroughly impressed. It does what it's advertised to do, give you 25 decibels of additional clean gain for your dynamic microphones. And as we all know, dynamic microphones, these things are gain hungry. Now, the purpose of this video is to give you a side-by-side comparison because the direct competitor of the MB1 is the Cloudlifter, the CL-1 mic activator, which comes in at $149. So you got $149 versus $49. That's an $80 difference. Are we getting an $80 difference results? I'll tell you right now, in short, I'm not really hearing it. Now, this video is not for the people who can afford like a really expensive audio interfaces like studios and things like that. These are for people like you and me where we just want to create content. We want to put out videos, want to make podcasts. We just want to create stuff, and we want to make our dollars stretch. So we're using this Zoom H6 handy recorder with of course, the Shure SM7B with the $49 Coda Music, the MB1, and the Cloudlifter, $149. We're trying to make our dollars stretch, so we're going to make this comparison happen right now. And like I said before, I'll go back to it, to the sound quality. I really didn't hear an $80 difference between the two, especially not $80, an $80 difference. Were there some differences? Yes, we'll get into that later, but it was very subtle, and it's definitely not like you're going to hear a podcast or a video and go like, oh, that's that person using the MB1 or that person using the CL-1 cloud activator, whatever. You're not going to hear that. And the difference is not really like sound quality, if we will. All right, so yeah, so this entire time we've been using the MB1 with the Shure SM7B and the Zoom H6. We'll transfer over. We'll go over to the cloud activator and we'll see what that sounds like. So you can come up with your own conclusions of which one you think is better for you or which one sounds better, if at all, if you actually hear the difference. All right, let's switch it up. I wish I had two mics running at the same time, but I don't. First world problems. All right, let's switch it up. All right, so now we're on the Cloudlifter, the CL-1 mic activator. And off the bat, can you hear a difference? Can you tell a difference? Hello? Can you hear anything differently? Speaking to the microphone. Can you hear anything different? For my test, and I did several tests before recording this video, I really didn't hear a difference. But the difference that I did hear, I can only describe as broken in. Like any microphone cables, a preamp, or even, did I say microphone? After a while, it does have a broken in sound. Keep in mind, I've had the cloud activator for about 4 years compared to 2 weeks with the MB1. There's plenty of time for it to be broken in. But yeah, to me, it sounds like the cloud activator has a more broken in sound. Whether that's inherent of the device or probably just 4 years of use is yet to be known, because we got to give this thing time. But is it an $80 difference? Am I willing to spend $80 more for that sound, even though I'm not sure if it's a broken in sound? No, not really. Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. And I really think if you think about it, I got to go with the MB1 all the way, especially like I said before, if you're like you and I, we're content creators, you just want to create a podcast. Let's say you're spending hundreds of dollars on a Shure SM7B. This is going to be the microphone of your choice, and you get yourself a portable recorder because we're not spending money on fancy audio interfaces, and you're using the camera that you have, and then you got to buy a mic booster for these microphones. I would rather save the $80 and use that $80 towards, I don't know, maybe a second camera, maybe a better camera, maybe a better recorder. Who knows? But do I feel like the CL1 is worth the $80 difference? No, I don't. They both sound great to me. And as far as that broken in difference, it's not worth $80. Now, there are some specific specs differences between the two, so let's go over that. All right, so the MB1 and the Cloudlifter, the CL1, they both offer 25 decibels of clean gain. All right, we already got that. The MB1, it has a frequency response of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So yeah, that's great. As far as the CL1, the Cloudlifter, couldn't find any information as far as the frequency response. So if you got information for the Cloudlifter, please share it in the comments down below. Share the wealth. Share the information. All right. Input impedance. The MB1 has an input impedance of 1.5 ohms, while the Cloudlifter has an impedance of 3 ohms. All right, so that's a 1.5 difference between the two. The Coda Music, the MB1 has a negative 70 decibels noise floor, which is really good. Couldn't find anything on noise floor for the CL-1 mic activator. It's not out there. Again, if you have that information, share it in the comments down below. All right, so let's talk about the 1.5 ohms compared to the 3 ohms. And I did a little research on that. I'm not really versed when it comes to ohm, but if you have more information, please, again, share it in the comments down below. But from what I gathered, it's as far as the resistance or the load that the circuitry can take on, especially when delivering the signal to the preamp. So let's just say we've got a signal that may hit a certain threshold to the audio interface that you're recording with. You get more of a buffer room with 3 ohms compared to the 1.5 ohms. Okay, so you have that. Again, is it worth $80 difference? I don't know, because me, and I don't know about you, I'm just using this for voiceovers, and voiceovers is not going to take advantage of that additional buffer space. And the 1.5 ohms is, for me, as of right now, just fine. I've screamed into both microphones seeing if I can overload the circuitry. I didn't. The 1.5 ohms was just fine. Again, $80 difference. Give me the $69 all day, every day. I'm taking the MB1. And yeah. So that's it, guys. This is our comparison between the MB1 versus the CL-1 mic activator. Let me know what you think. Is there a big difference? Do you hear a big difference? Do you need one or the other? Let me know in the comments down below which one you're going to get. And also, I'll have links to everything that I'm using down below here. The Cloudlifter, the MB1, and even my XLR cables. Really good, cheap XLR cables that are super quiet and silent and great for these tests. So yeah, everything will be in links in the description down below. And as always, guys, if you like this video, well, then go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more reviews about the stuff that you love, well, then feel free to subscribe. And don't forget to learn, do, and share. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. Woo!